Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hillman here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a sixth-year medical student in the Netherlands, currently rotating in Aruba, almost done, and going back to the Netherlands to complete my medical studies. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things I loved while rotating here in Aruba. 5 things I really loved about Aruba, and I think I'm going to miss when I leave. Check out the other video I made talking about things I miss about the Netherlands while rotating here. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the other side. So things I actually really loved about Aruba while rotating here. Some are very specific to me, but without further ado, let's jump right into the video. The first thing for me is the opening hours of the gym. Disclaimer, fair enough, it is an exclusive fitness club, so it's like very expensive. It's $108 a month. guys, don't blame me. It's not like I have the money. It's just I wish I could stop after the first month, but I already paid everything for 3 months at one go because I just wanted to get it out of the way, right? Because I eventually realized there are much cheaper places. But it was not bad because the cheaper places don't have the opening times, which these ones have. They open from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the 10 p.m. is like, okay, it's 10 p.m. It's not that great. But the 5 a.m. though, that's what got me, because I was literally there at the gym at 5:30, right? And you wake up at 4:45, 5, you're at the gym at 5:30, you like work out for 2 hours, it's 7:30, work doesn't start till like 9 for me. Like your day, you've done a lot. Like after that you go for a swim, after that you go read and stuff like that, where the opening hours just awarded me the space to do a lot more. Like I just felt like my day, I got so much done in my day because I had like a massive head start. Like when you drive to the gym at 5 a.m, everyone is sleeping, you know, where it just feels like you're getting a good head start on everyone. So I feel like the opening hours of the gym, that is something, I don't know if there's some places in the Netherlands which have like 24/7 service, but those are like really expensive for my standards there. And like this was 3 months, so like 3 months, $108. All right. But like to go be paying 1 year 40, 50 euros. No, let's not do that in the Netherlands. So I'm not gonna do that. So I love that aspect about Aruba, that the opening hours were so, for me at least, they awarded me the time and the space to just go really early, start my day early, and just get a lot of stuff done. That's something I think I'm definitely gonna miss about the Netherlands. So if you're here and you're wondering what gym it is Body Zone. Check it out. Great service, great people. I just love the gym. So I think the opening hours, that's something I definitely love about rotating here. The second thing, that's more related to the working environment here. It's like it's Caribbean, right? So people are more relaxed, and I think it's specific about Aruba as well. I cannot say the same for all Caribbean islands, but Aruba, people are just relaxed. The working environment, the working culture, people take it slow. People do not. It's not always so fast paced, so strict, so timed as Netherlands. A colleague yesterday made a joke about the fact that when they go to the Netherlands, they have to respect the timing there, like they have to be on time. But when like Dutch people come here, they don't respect their timing. Like they always come on time. Like no, that's not their timing, you know. When you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. If you come here, you just cannot be on time. But anyways, I learned. But I just love the working culture. I love the way they make you feel like you're more important than the work you do. You are human first before you cannot prioritize that over your own well-being. And I think my colleagues were just great at that. Like I was in this company called MedWork. They focus on corporate health, and it was just, everyone was just so nice. Everyone was always so welcoming. I really felt like a part of the team, even though I was there for a short period of time comparatively, but I've been the longest intern that has been in the company so far, twice as long compared to the longest intern that had come before me. So it was really great just getting to bond with them and getting to really interact with locals, because most of them are locals. It was just great. So I think that's one thing I definitely want to miss about this, the working culture. I mean, it is an island, it's always warm, so people are mostly happy. The weather's always bright for the most part. So that also plays a role, right? But I think that's just something which I'm going to miss. Just coming to work and everyone is like, bon dia, quanto mai? Just having a light flow to them, just a flow which uplifts you, compared to the Netherlands, where most of the time it's cold and people are not really always looking forward to the 3 months of the summer. Like you spend the whole year looking forward. It's just a different working environment. It's a different working environment. Understandably so. So I think that's something which I definitely love about rotating here, and I'm gonna miss when I go for sure. That is for sure. The third point, and this is really great for me, is the autonomy I had with my time. That is specific to my rotation as well, but I think just in general, the working hours here are more favorable. So my classmates who work in the hospital, who rotates in the hospital, they are done at like 3, 4 p.m., even those who do surgery, so they go to the beach. The hospital is like a stone throw away from the beach. Like you just walk 5 minutes from the hospital, you are one of the most beautiful beaches. So that's quite convenient. Anywhere around this area is close to the beach. So like where I work, it's a 5-minute drive from the beach. So it's really always just you're so close to the beach. So I was not in the hospital, but I was still close to the beach. My classmates were always at the beach every afternoon. So that for them was also conducive. But I had so much autonomy over my time. I didn't have any fixed start time. I didn't have any fixed end time. So like I could start my day when I wanted to and end it when I wanted to. But of course, I'm someone who always wants to be busy. So I could make use of my time and fill it accordingly. But that just awarded me so much time to think, reflect, read books, just do things which I feel like, okay, in the bigger picture, positions me better to learn as well better. Or to learn more, right? Because if you're just going to work at 8 to 5 just because you have to be at 8 to 5, you don't always make the most of the time, right? But if you're put in a position where you can be more intentional about your time and how you use it, how you fill it, then you can make the most of it because okay, if you're at work, it's because you want to be at work, right? So you're going to learn the most while you're there. If you're not at work, then you're reading because you want to be reading and you make the most out of that. Where that autonomy, because I was also aware of the fact that I have to make use of my time, something I've always been aware of, it positioned me in a better place to really, practice intentionality. Just practice intentional usage of my time. And I think I just love that. Like it just awarded me so much space to work intentionally, read intentionally, think intentionally, just interact intentionally, hang out with people when I wanted to hang out with people, stay by myself if I felt like I needed to. So that was great. That was just great. Of course, there were deadlines where I had to meet these deadlines. Otherwise, we have a problem. So I still stayed motivated. But it was just great to have that autonomy over my time. And I think that's something in the Netherlands which is a very foreign concept. It's a foreign concept there. People just don't know what that is. It's just 8 to 5. It's just that. If you're working from home, maybe a little more flexible. Where did that accent come from? If you're working from home, you're a little bit more flexible. But normally this is not something I get in the Netherlands as a medical student rotating. So that's something I'm definitely going to miss about Aruba as well. The fourth point, which is not the most irrelevant to mention, is the weather. Just the weather. And I think, you can say a lot about the weather in Aruba, but it's just great. It's great all year round. It's a tourist destination. Basically, the whole year is a high season for Aruba. There's peaks, but it's stable. Tourism here is stable because the weather is just, for the most part, stable. And I think alongside comes with it just the brightness of outside, right? Where we know about how, depressions are rising in Scandinavia because they have so many hours of darkness and stuff like that. Where here it's just bright. So people the weather uplifts you, right? Unless people get irritated by the heat and stuff like that, which I've spoken to a lot of people who do get irritated by that. The weather is just bright, and then it just uplifts you. It's just uplifting. You walk out of a room, you're like, oh wow, it's just, there's another vibe to it. There's a lot more things that come with it than just being the weather, right? And I think that's something I love, where I notice for myself, if I'm feeling down or if I feel like, oh, I'm having a lazy day, I step outside, interact with the weather, go to the beach, take a walk. I feel, also seeing people relaxed and seeing people just uplifted, because everyone in Aruba they're here for a reason. They're here to relax, they're here to get a boost, right? We're just seeing people interacting with them in that realm as well motivates you as well, uplifts you to, get to do the stuff you want to do. It can also work the other way, where because everyone is so relaxing and this relaxed flow, a relaxed vibe, you also just go along with the relaxation and you find it difficult to actually get yourself motivated to do stuff. That side is there too. Because I was aware of how intentional I have to be with my time, I knew, okay, if I get a boost, it's to go back and do the things I actually have to do. And sometimes that is also relaxing. But most of the times I have work to do, I have stuff I have to get to. So the weather really plays a big role, and I think that's something which, of course, I'm going to miss when I go back to the Netherlands. Who wouldn't? Because the Netherlands could never, right? You just could never replicate this. Scheveningen, the beach there, is ratatata. So I think that's one thing I'm definitely going to miss about Aruba when I leave. The fifth thing, and this is for me actually really an important thing, is the cultural knowledge, right? Because rotating, I dealt with some clients while doing occupational medicine, interacting with locals, made some few friends in the gym and stuff like that. You get a sense of what the culture is. You're also in Aruba, so you interact with people and you get to see how they think about certain things, how they work, what their work ethic is, and stuff like that. And for me, I'm someone who really, I'm sensitive to this because I want to learn a lot from the places I go to, from the people I meet, where just the cultural knowledge and the awareness that came from being in Aruba, because part of it is similar to Cameroon, or reminds me of Cameroon, but a lot is not, because a lot is still, for the most part, Caribbean and Aruba and stuff like that, very typical. I think the cultural knowledge that has just come with being here for like 3.5 months plus is priceless. It is priceless. I love learning from new cultures. I love meeting new people and just, being intrigued by their own perspective on life and certain things, where I think that's just something I'm going to miss. That's something I value about being here in Aruba. I value about being in most places I go to, but like Aruba is quite typical because, we always come from Cameroon. You always have this idea of the Caribbean, like I tell people I'm going to Aruba, they're like, Aruba, where is that? I'm like, Aruba, like the Caribbean. Oh, Jamaica. I'm like, not really. It's a different country, but yeah. So it's like the ignorance of this area and just the stereotype people have about the Caribbean. What is being portrayed by that, mostly represented by Jamaicans and stuff like that, is not necessarily the reality, right? And having the opportunity to come here and see that for myself, and experience that and learn from that is powerful. It's just priceless. I just, you cannot put a price to that. So I really value that about being here. I think that's something I'm going to forever take with me. The experiences, the people I've met here, the friends I've made here, it has been a great experience. So that's definitely one thing I really love about rotating here, the cultural knowledge I get. But that has been it for this video, guys. I hope some of you find this relatable. But these are my 5 things I loved about rotating in Aruba. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. If you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos I make. Let me know if you want to see more videos, what topics you would like me to talk about, and I will be sure to make the time to make a video about that. But until next time, guys, stay blessed and peace.